Hey guys, so today we're going to start a series I like to call The Unknown, the story of a college church. And it's essentially going to be in a series in I don't know how many parts, where I kind of just take a week and ramble about where I am in my college church. Mostly because it's going to help me get my thoughts out, and I need to talk about it, and I feel like maybe my talking about it will help some of you guys out, and it'll give, you guys a chance to maybe leave some advice, ask for advice, that kind of thing, that maybe we can all help each other out, right, seniors? So let's go ahead and crack open a nice, calming, refreshing beverage. I will be going with caffeine-free Coke, and hopefully this won't run out before the end of this vlog, but if it does, I have an iced tea sitting over there. So, let me get you guys caught up on my journey. So this year I started out with 2 colleges in mind. Actually, I started out mostly with 1 college. For a while, over the summer I looked at Moorhead University because we were down there for a baseball tournament for my brother, and I didn't like them. I really didn't. I thought they were really small. And I really, they weren't strong in the program that I want to go into, which is computer science. And so that college got knocked off, and it was just Louisville, which I haven't visited yet. UK was also on the list for a while, but it kind of just got taken off. It's kind of hard to explain why, but I kind of was down there once, and it seemed alright. I was there for my brother, again, my brother's baseball. He was down there for a camp. And so I was down there, and I kind of looked at it, kind of saw parts of it, and I was like, eh. So it kind of just got taken off the list. So the other college that kind of had been keeping in the back of my mind, because I didn't really want just 1 college on my list. I wanted another one. I wanted a backup plan. And the college that kind of kept sticking in the back of my mind was Rockhurst University. They had come to my school at a college fair. For a college fair last year, and they seemed really cool. I really liked them. And so I kind of was like, well, but they're in Kansas City, it's really far away, it'll probably be really expensive, let's just kind of keep it off the list. And then I came down to just Louisville, and Rockhurst kind of kept sitting in the back of my mind. And I was like, okay, well, I gotta at least give a visit. They sent me the distinguished application, which I'm almost done filling out. I wanted to be able to fill out what's the primary reason I want to go to Rockhurst. And so to do that, I had to take a visit, which is where the first swig of a calm, refreshing beverage comes in. So I went down there. Actually, I went down there this past weekend. We came in Thursday night, and we visited Friday. And part of our visit Friday was a meeting with the computer science department. For those of you guys who don't know a lot about Rockhurst, it is literally a street away from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. And the colleges have kind of worked something out. They've actually worked out a couple different things from what I was hearing. First off, the computer science department is run out of the University of Missouri, Kansas City. So should I go to Rockhurst, the only classes I'll be taking at Rockhurst will be most electives and all of my gen ed classes, so my Englishes and my stuff. Everything else will be taken across the street at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, UMKC for short. And so so the 2 colleges are very close. And so my day started out at UMKC, where I met with the I believe she was it was someone in the computer science department. I can't remember her exact title, and I actually got to talk to her, and my dad and my mom were in there with me, and it was nice because I had looked up the night before, questions to ask this department. I had a couple of questions, my dad had a couple of questions, and together it seemed like it was a really good program, and you'd be able to get internships from it, and you'd be able to, I'd be able to get a job, essentially, after I finished my undergrad. So that was nice. And then I got a tour of the computer science department from a student there named Matt, who was really cool, actually. He was really cool. I was really comfortable talking to him. It he was really comfortable. He was, he was funny. He would like, he would kind of say things that would make us laugh, and he presented a lot of information to us. He was really good. I really enjoyed the tour with him. And I learned a lot about UMKC, a lot about the computer science department, the different labs they have. I didn't really get to see into a classroom, but I might have. I may have been, peeked into one as we were walking by, but I got to see the labs, and the labs looked really nice. And you know, there's I met a couple of the students there, or they weren't ambassadors, but they were, I think, mentors. And so that was really neat. And I got to see one of the, we actually got to see one of their programs or one of their research programs, which was really cool. And then he took us over to this I think the oldest building on campus, or the second oldest building on campus. And it happened to be where the robotics club was, where he took us was where the robotics club met. And that was super cool. Like, I loved it. He talked to it for us like a good, at least 15 minutes about it. About what they did in the past years and what they were doing this year. And it was so cool, because he was a part of that club. And it's like, you know, he was sharing that kind of stuff with us. And it was so cool. Like, I was like, I would love to be a part of this. Like, this is something I would want to do. If I came here. Or if I came to Rockhurst. So that kind of wrapped up that kind of part of the tour. And then we started walking over. And the thing that popped in my mind, and my dad actually ended up speaking it, you know, why not just go there? And it was something that actually was really kind of plaguing my mind for the first couple minutes of our tour, for like the first little bit of our tour, especially because, you know, we were going to the athletics and the, you know, weight room and all that, and it's like, that didn't really matter much to me, because I'm not planning on playing any sports at all. When I go to college, maybe some intramurals, but I don't have any plans to actually, like, go out, like, be on, like, an NCAA Division II team. Like, I'm not that good. I bowl, you know? So that was really plaguing me. And, you know, eventually I kind of got over it. Like, once we got done with a lot of sports stuff is kind of when I started, like, kind of finally getting into the right mindset. And we walked through campus, and it was a lovely campus. Rockhurst is actually a really pretty place. It's a really nice place. The dorm rooms actually really, looked pretty nice. They looked really nice. I think I might have seen their dorm rooms I might have actually seen on the website, and they didn't look great, but once you saw them in person, I was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. And so we got to see one of those, which was really, really nice. Looked really cool, and, you know, we walked through campus, their base lecture hall was actually really small, and I don't know how I feel about that, and that's kind of a lot of what is gonna come out. I don't know how I feel. And so, anyways, I'll finish telling you guys about what happened there. And so we kind of went through, and we kind of went and we started talking. So that we finished up the tour. We got to see a bunch of different places, a good portion of campus. And then we went and talked to the admissions counselor, or at least one of them. And that's where things kind of started to get messy. Well, let's put it this way, they were already messy. He was really nice. He was really really talkative, really nice, really kind of interesting guy to talk to. And, you know, he asked me a lot of questions, and I got to talk, you know, I got to tell him a lot about myself, and who I am, kind of what I am, like, a student-wise, like, about my school. And he was really nice. He kind of, you know, explained, for those of you guys who don't know much about Notre Dame, where I currently go to high school, it's a smaller school. It's a small private Catholic school. Well, I guess, yeah, it's small. There's about 600 students in total. I think it's medium-sized, really, compared to some other schools, but I know it's, like, big compared to, like, really small schools, and then, like, really tiny, like, huge schools. But, there's, like, a very much of an, kind of, we're all a big family kind of aspect to it. And it's nice. I can't really explain how I feel about that. It's kind of hard to explain. It's nice because I don't feel like there's anyone I can't go talk to. Like, if I start talking to someone, they're totally gonna be like, oh my god, what are you doing talking to me? Like, you're totally not cool enough. Like, what is wrong? And I feel like I can talk to most people. Like, obviously there's still, you know, everywhere there's one of those two people who are like, I really don't want to talk to you because I don't not like you. Like, I don't hate you. I just don't prefer to talk to you. and but I can still feel like if I've got to work on a group project with that person, I can still do it. That kind of a thing. Like, if anyone understands what I'm saying. But there's, like, my close, tight-knit group of friends. I've never been one of those people who's had, like, this huge group of friends. I've always had, like, the couple of people that I'm really close to. And essentially what I got from the guy at Rockhurst was, that's how Rockhurst was. Everyone was kind of close. Like, it was, everyone was, like, kind of close, that kind of a thing. And I kind of wanted, and that's where it started getting iffy, because it's more of, do I want that, or do I want somewhere bigger where maybe I can find more people who are like me? Because I'm not that socially go-out person. Like, I can go up and give a presentation in front of a bunch of people. Or if you want to meet me with, like, if I want to meet, like, prospective parents for our school, like, I can sit and talk to them about our school. But there are a lot of times where I, like, I'm really shy. Like, some people would think I'm, like, a shy person. Like, sometimes in the SWAT room, we'll have, like, people come in, and everyone else will be talking, and I won't, and I'll, like, want to say something, because these people are kind of important, and I want to be able to get myself out there a little bit, but all these other people are important, and I don't feel like what I have to say is direly important. Like, it's not going to add to the conversation, and sometimes I will say things because I want to get out there. And it, you know, they all kind of think, oh, you know, it's just Hannah, and we're getting into other issues there, but that's how I am. And my tour guide was talking about how much she loved it there, but she seemed like a really social person. And and the other thing that kind of came up was, money-wise, also, because apparently, I'm eligible for a bunch of different scholarships, one of which I could go down and possibly get full tuition. Well, I might. And it's gonna come down to, I don't know. And it helps to know, and I gotta keep reminding myself, I don't have to choose a college right now. I don't have to choose. But the problem is I don't want to be offered a lot of money. Like, I don't want to have to go possibly have a full tuition, but then not really want to be there. And that would be hard to turn down. Full tuition is something that is really hard to turn down. And I didn't really get to see UMKC's, like, full campus. I only got to see their computer science department. But the thing is you gotta wonder, you know, do the Rockhurst students get treated differently at UMKC? And what are the other aspects of campus like? Because like I said, I didn't get to see the UMKC dorms. I didn't really get to see anything else. And would I mind being, like, in that huge auditorium of people for gen ed classes? Part of me wants to say yes. I don't know. It's really hard not to know. Here's what I know. I know I'm going to finish my application at Rockhurst. I'm going to add that last part to it. I have to figure out exactly what I want to say for that last part of it, but I'm going to finish out that last part. I'm going to apply to U of L. I'm going to visit U of L. Like, in November. The other thing I know is that I'm going to apply to UMKC. I'm confident I'll get into Rockhurst. I'm very confident I'll get into Rockhurst. At the very least, if I don't get into the other two schools I applied to, I'll get into Rockhurst. I'm confident enough in that. I don't know if I'll get into UMKC, because I quote-unquote visited there. I visited part of there. I don't know if I'll get into Louisville. I'll be visiting Louisville, so I feel like I'll have a higher chance of getting into Louisville. But I don't know. Because of my my ACT scores right now, at Rockhurst, I can't, even if I bump up my score 2 points right now, it's not going to change the scholarship that I'm eligible for because of my GPA. I don't know about anywhere else right now. I have to go fill out I've got to fill out applications for Louisville. I've got to look at Louisville scholarships. Because I did the net price calculator, but I don't know if that's actually it. Like, could I be eligible for more? I don't know right now. And it's hard not knowing. it's hard because my parents aren't exactly helping. They think they're helping. But it's hard because I know my mom really would like me to go to Rockhurst because it's a Jesuit college. And she would like me to continue my faith education and she might think that that would help me grow in my faith. And then there's my dad who I don't know. Because that was the one thing he said was as we were walking out, he didn't quite know how to feel. And it's hard because you have the two of them. And it kind of makes it a little bit harder on me. Because they're not exactly bickering, but I'm getting two different things. I'm getting a lot of both sides. And I'm not getting a lot of silence. Like, I don't want your opinion. I don't need your opinion right now. I need to focus. And I have to keep reminding myself, I don't have to pick right now. I don't have to choose. But it's still hard because I know I will. I know that by May 1st, 2014, I have to know where I'm going. What school am I going to? Which scholarship package am I getting? I don't know. It's freaking scary. It is scary. Because I don't see anything right now. I don't see anything outside of high school right now. I don't know. I can't see the future. I can't see pretty much anything between high school and becoming successful and working for a large company. I don't see anything between that. I mean, even being successful and working for a large company, like, I'd love to do CS stuff for, Yahoo or Tumblr or some cool site that I'm always on. But I'd also like to be a good video editor. I'd like to be able to get better software. Like, my computer right now, I can't get better software. My computer will not run better software. And my dad keeps saying, maybe for Christmas, maybe for your birthday, maybe for graduation, I'll get a better laptop. And I know I will for one of those. But maybe what I don't need is a laptop. Maybe what I need is just a full-out desktop again. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, and it's scary. Like, this college application part, like, this college thing, was not that hard until this weekend. It was, okay, I'll go to Rockhurst or I'll go to U of L. This whole UMKC thing complicates things a lot. And it's scary. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it's pretty freaky because if I go out there, that's like a 10-hour drive. I think an 8 to 10-hour drive. And it's weird because it's not really like, it's like a long drive, but it's not like it's not bad. Like, if I wanted to go home for a weekend, I could probably get on a train. Because I think we have Amtrak. I think we have that in Cincinnati. But, like, it's not going to be an every weekend thing. Like, it's going to be really hard my freshman year to get used to not that. And yeah, there's Skype and stuff, but it's going to be weird, man. And that's all I'm really going to say about this topic right now. Like, I don't know how much editing part's going to have. I know there's a couple things I need to. But that's all I can really say about that part. And it's scary. It's freaking me out. Okay, so there's one more thing I need to talk about. If any of you guys are just listening because you don't regularly watch my blog, you don't care about what's going on next week, you guys can go ahead and just turn it off. I gotta talk about a couple next week things. For those of you guys who are planning on regularly watching, just a heads up, we should be going back to regular vlogs next week unless something major happens. Like a regular style, my life topic, blah blah blah. The thing is it's only gonna cover today through Thursday. I'm gonna have to record everything Thursday night. Because I'm going to be gone on retreat this weekend. I have to go on retreat for my school. And that's going to take place from Friday, Friday, I leave halfway, I leave, after lunch. And I'm not going to be back till, mid-afternoon Sunday. And so I'm not going to be editing the blog next week. Sarah has graciously offered to take the vlog and edit it for me next week. I was actually just planning on having like a guest editing, or maybe, you know, recording Thursday, editing Thursday, not worrying about everything else I gotta get done, so I don't have a lot to do Sunday, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel. But she's gonna edit it, and then I will be uploading it. That being said, I don't know when it's gonna get uploaded, because I'm gonna have to get the email from Sarah with the edited footage, and then upload it to YouTube when I get home, and I don't know when that's gonna be. So just a heads up, I don't know when that's gonna come out next week. I don't know what it's gonna look like, because it's not gonna be my editing to doing it. The other thing that's gonna be on the related note, I will not be able to be contacted. If you need to contact me at all next weekend, I will not be getting anything from Thursday night on. I will send out a tweet Thursday night saying, you know, if you need something, you guys either need to send it to my phone or DM me, or at me. Because the first thing I will definitely do when I get a chance to on Sunday, I will definitely check my mentions, my DMs. I will be able to check Skype messages from my phone, but I'll check those as soon as I get home. Facebook really is never a good way to contact me, but Tumblr messages as well. If you do have my phone number, I will be checking my phone Friday morning. I will be checking texts and apps on Friday morning before I go into school. However, from that point on, I won't check anything. My last tweet will be Thursday night, but I'll check everything until Friday morning before I go into school. Then everything is going to be not there again until Sunday afternoon. Really appreciate you guys keeping me in the loop, and I'm really sorry. This is the only time that this will happen, but this will be the only time where you cannot contact me at all. I will be offline. I will be shaking because I will not be checking Twitter, and I'll be freaking out that something's going to happen. But, other than that, any other time when I'm like gone, I'm gone. I'll have my Twitter and my phone on, but it's not something I can do. So if you guys have any other questions, comments, leave them below. If you guys have any advice, if you guys want advice, let me know. Please leave it in the comments below. That's it for this week. Stay cool, guys. Stay cool.